What if I told you that scientists have almost no idea what most of the food on your plate is actually made of? Not the calories, not the protein, the fat, the vitamins on the label, those are known. But beyond that short list lies a vast, hidden universe of thousands of unidentified chemicals entering your body with every meal. Compounds science has never named, never tested, and barely begun to understand. They have a name for it now: nutritional dark matter, and it may explain why we get sick, how we age, and what food is doing to us. Look at the label on any packaged food. It tells you a tidy story: calories, grams of protein, carbohydrate, and fat, a few vitamins and minerals. For a century, this is how we have understood food, as fuel broken into a short list of parts. In total, traditional nutrition science studies roughly 150 chemical compounds. That is the entire map, but that map is almost empty. Scientists now estimate the food you eat contains more than 26,000 distinct compounds. Some efforts to catalog them have already logged over 100,000. Against that, the 150 we actually study is almost nothing. Everything else, the overwhelming majority of what you swallow every day, is uncharted. The name itself comes from astronomy, and the comparison is haunting. Astronomers discovered that everything we can see, every star, every galaxy, makes up only a tiny fraction of the universe. The vast majority is invisible, something that gives off no light, that cannot be seen. They call it dark matter. We only know it is there because we can feel its pull. Nutrition faces the same problem. The chemicals we can name are like the visible stars, but the enormous invisible majority, the compounds quietly shaping your body, remain in the dark. We eat them every day, and we have little idea what they do. And these hidden compounds are anything but harmless. Many behave like drugs, real, active drugs. Take tyramine, found in aged cheese, cured meats, and fermented foods. It acts on your nervous system, and in some people, it triggers blood pressure, spikes, and migraines. Or synephrine, found in citrus, chemically related to stimulants. These are not exotic additives. They are sitting in ordinary food, in your kitchen, right now. One compound, called TMAO, is produced when your gut processes red meat and eggs, and has been linked to a higher risk of heart disease. And these are only the few we happen to have identified. Food is not simple fuel. It is one of the most complex chemical mixtures you will ever put into your body, working on your cells in ways no scientist can yet predict. This hidden chemistry may finally solve one of the great mysteries of nutrition. Take the Mediterranean diet. For decades, studies have shown it protects against heart disease, and for decades, scientists have struggled to explain why. They pointed to the olive oil, the red wine. But isolate those single ingredients in a trial, and the magic often vanishes. Now there may be an answer. The protection may not come from any one compound at all. It may come from hundreds of them, working together, in combinations far too complex for the old single nutrient approach to capture. It would explain a frustrating pattern. Why a vitamin that looks powerful in studies so often does nothing when bottled into a supplement and tested alone? The benefit was never in the single molecule. It was in the hidden web of thousands. So here is the truth. We like to believe we understand food. We count its calories, track its macros, read its labels with confidence, as if that short list were the whole story. But it is barely the first sentence. Inside every meal is a vast, dark ocean of chemistry we are only beginning to explore. Tens of thousands of compounds, most never studied, quietly steering your health, your aging, and your risk of disease. When researchers cracked the human genome, they expected it to explain why we get sick. It explained only a fraction. The rest of the answer may have been on our plates all along. You are not just eating fuel. You are swallowing one of the most complex chemical systems on Earth 3 times a day for your entire life. If this changed the way you see your food, hit subscribe, because your body is full of mysteries science is only beginning to solve. And next time, what your body does in the final seconds before you fall asleep, and why that fragile edge is closer to death than you think.